Yes, people, welcome back to Never a Foul, where we're going to pretty much talk about Arsenal the whole stream because they're the only ones doing major business. As Mons would say, obviously, Mons is probably another stream, but he would say big business, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, we got Wolfie here to talk, basically just take the reins of what Jimmy was doing yesterday. We got VD back again, you know. Let's see how he talks about this one because since the lap's better than Gyokeres, apparently, then yeah. Yes. And then D will be here very soon. Cal won't arrive yet, and then obviously we got fresh blood. His name's Peak Fighter. Yep. Who do you support?
Peak Fighter. I support Arsenal.
Oh god,
very big Arsenal supporter. That's my whole content. Arsenal is way forward.
Wait, are you Arteta in or out?
Listen. You got me a striker. He got the season. He got the season. I'm Arteta in. 100%. Arteta has to be in.
There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, I've got another couple of Arsenal fans that think the same. So you know, I feel like there needs to be some fresh blood and never a foul. So we're on the scout, and you know, Pete came up. There we are, man. And I see his TikToks and him losing his head. The first one, the TikTok I saw, yeah, I swear, you losing your shit. And I was like, yeah.
I lose it every week. Like, it doesn't make a difference. I lose it to other teams, my team, it doesn't matter.
You're licking your lips, man.
He can't stand Chelsea, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. The last, like, 3 TikToks, like, or wait, actually there were reels on your Instagram, to be fair, and they pick it up.
Chelsea, no. It's the summer's only about Chelsea, to be fair. But when Chelsea get knocked out, we will be there. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Listen, whatever happens, the team on the other side of the bracket is winning it, so I'm okay.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, Wolfie, nice to see that you've updated your background, man.
Yeah, man, it's getting there. Sort the wiring out. A good thing you lot can't see the rest of the fucking room. Once I sort that out this weekend, I'm done with this fucking rebuild, man.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know how many likes we've collected at the moment, but it's 43. That's absolutely smelly, but it's nice to see 250 have arrived already. Here we are. We have more people arriving very soon, and we can talk about this whole Arsenal saga. 65 million bid, and Sporting are holding out for a 70 million bid. And you know what? Yeah, we had this whole scenario yesterday with Jimmy not rating Gyokeres just because he was saying it's a championship level, basically the other side of it. I don't agree with it. Obviously, I was having a whole skirmish. I'm trying. You know what? I'm trying to work out how to silence Jimmy at the moment. So I thought Jimmy talks a lot of shit, and I like it because he's proper Chelsea, innit? Yeah, proper Chelsea shouts. I thought, let me just fight Jimmy by trying to be like Jimmy. It kind of worked. But the thing is, you can't outdo the opponent because it's still Jimmy. Do you get it? Like, it was there and it didn't get there. And before you know it, Jimmy done the whole Thriller thing saying that United's a graveyard. And I thought, oh, yeah, I'm done. He done the whole dance and everything. I was done. So he won. He won. A lot of the stuff when I was saying your attack is shit, I don't actually agree with that. I think your attack's quite decent, to be fair. But I was just trying to be Jimmy, innit? The original always wins, basically. My bad. But yeah, you know what? I read today, Gyokeres, not only is this man dumped his missus, yeah, not only is he gone AWOL away from his club, but he's about to give up 2 million of his own money so he can fund the transfer if needed. You got to rate that, man. You got to rate that.
That's showing mad intent.
Yeah. You can't deny. I see you just sold a player as well, Wolfie, by the way. Palmeiras, isn't it? Yeah, so that's
we're getting Richard Rios, bro. Yeah. Fighting you for Richard Rios.
I don't think we're actually in for him. I think he's just an.
You're doing the cover your back.
No, because it looks. I think Man United are going to go for Douglas Luiz. I think he's like second or third option, and I don't like that because I think he needs to be at the top. If you get him, brilliant. But Gyokeres though,
he's a proper player.
Even Wolfie, you have to rate that. You have to kind of rate that.
Why have I not rated him, bro? He moves the needle.
Rate that. I'm saying rating that like what he's doing just to get the move to Arsenal.
Not really. I mean, Arsenal will probably pay him back what he loses. You get me? It doesn't matter.
But it's the intent, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you're talking about 2 million at that level, man, it's like me lending VD a $5. You get me? It's like,
well, actually, he gets paid 40 grand a week, you know. 2 million is quite a lot.
United would have gave him the money.
Arsenal on 40 grand a week.
No, he'll go on a lot more. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like he's willing to give
let's
up
say he
his own
goes on
salary.
200K a week. Yeah, he's made
Yeah.
that back. The money he's lost, he's made it back in what, a couple of months. No big deal.
He'll make it back.
He'll make it back. He'll make it back. Let's be
bonuses.
real. He'll make it back on the signing on bonus.
True.
That's where he'll make
100%.
it back. So I get it. Look, I think he needs to move to the Premier League. That he knows it.
Mhm.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to get rid of the ones that are hating on him. He's got to get rid of the tag of the Darwin Núñez Portugal tag. That's his objective now, and I think he'll do a good job for them. I do. They finally some sense has prevailed, and Berta's outranked Arteta with this whole Tesco versus Gyokeres thing.
Gyokeres, his new name is apparently according to Deji.
Nah, that's Babe.
What?
That's Babe.
But I'm not saying this is a bad move. I think this is a brilliant move for Arsenal. It's about time. I mean, fucking hell, how long have you been waiting for? 5 years for a striker?
We haven't had a striker since Aubameyang.
About time.
That's a long time, isn't it? When did
Aubameyang was the last
17?
striker?
17, 18 was it?
I took my boy when he was
past 2020.
Bro, Jesus don't count as a striker. Then we bought Havertz. Then yeah.
No, but Jesus did start strong though.
But he started strong, and then we went to the World Cup, and then he unfortunately got injured, and we never saw him again.
Yeah, we all thought it was going to be.
I think he's been injured half the time he's been at Arsenal. So.
Yeah, you're not even wrong. You know, he had a decent injury record as well, but like he was never injury prone until he went there. Yeah, that one it was like one knee ended up into being another knee. Crazy. I don't know. I can't see him being the same, but he's a good player, man.
It's we signed him to be a striker, but yeah, he was injured all the time, so I barely noticed him.
Yeah, and I keep hearing VD going on about his goal catalogue like it's a fucking Argus shop, man. That his goal catalogue is this, that, and the
gotta
other.
go. I can only go off what I see, and it's a good signing. And the thing is, yeah, I said it's like a double-edged sword, right? Because he could also be in those situations where it's like, okay, the defenders have just fluffed that all, and then he could miss, but he's not. He's bagging it. So it's showing. Give him the chance. He's gonna bag it anyway. He's got the long shots on deck and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't know.
What you're not liking is this I'm jealous and I'm trying to pretend that the lap is better than
I actually did. I wanted Gyokeres initially, but then I don't know. The more as I watched him, the more I got like cold feet. I was like, and that's when I started swearing towards others.
When did you get cold feet? Yesterday when we signed him?
No, I actually
because when did the cold feet start?
It was around about in like December or something like that. I started
December.
Getting a bit more.
I don't remember.
December. Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
You're shameless, bro.
I kept posting it because I wanted a striker, but I was watching these goals. I was thinking,
so you'd rather have the best. Is that what I'm hearing?
It's the same way. It's the same way. I had cold. I still had, even though everybody loves Osimhen, I still had reservations about him because I mean, you man talk like he's the best thing since sliced bread, but the reality is he scored, not including Galatasaray, he scored 15 non-penalty goals once. And then you man saying he's a 20 goals a season striker in the Premier League.
Wait, hold on.
I know what you're gonna say. The Lap's never done it. I know what you're gonna say. The Lap's never done it.
Let's do what I love to do so much. Cool.
Bring up the tweet. Gyokeres tweets.
I know. December, yeah.
December.
Did it.
Which year?
Did it? I tell you, I play Twitter narratives. I don't want Kudus. I'm still posting about him. I'm still posting about Kudus. I don't want him.
You haven't even brought the tweet up. He's shaking.
No, I know.
Let's see this. Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Wolfie, since you're so great at reading, by the way, would you mind reading some of these tweets out?
That's 4K. That's
so 4K. I refuse to get excited or even believe any news about Gyokeres. I refuse to mention him as a real target because there's a 90% chance he goes to Arsenal. I can't allow myself to get my heart broken again after what happened with Osimhen in January. I'm protecting my own sanity.
Playing scenarios.
Wow.
Go ahead. Bring up as many as you want.
4K.
Bring up as many
Arsenal signing Gyokeres and Sesko, United, the lap whilst we're signing whatever, that's different, right? Goalkeeper is easy fix. Striker is easy. Just signed the lap Gyokeres or Sesko, but now he's got cold feet all of a sudden.
How many tweets?
This is in May. This is May.
I know. I told you. I play Twitter narratives. You
we
got
are
to
not
play the
signing
game.
Osman, we are not signing Gyokeres, which means he wanted one of the two again. Wow,
No.
Zubimendi and Gyokeres in the same window. Arsenal was serious, so you can't talk shit
They
about
are.
them. That's a good tweet.
Well,
from
that
you.
was like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so. Oh my god, are you not dumb or something? Are you not dumb? Are you not dumb? I can still say, I'm still saying it's a good signing, just as the same way it
I
would be a good
support
signing
Arsenal.
for
I
Where's
haven't
the
made
us.
that many
catalog
videos.
tweets?
I
It
haven't
would
made that many
be
videos.
a good signing. It would be a good signing.
Bro, that's
Even if
full.
Chelsea signed us, it would be a good signing. But I still have reservations. The same way I had it about Osimhen. The same way I have it about Delap.
tweets here. We're still in May. We're still in May.
And he said December he was reserved.
Fucking hell.
No, I'm trying to see another one. Let's see. They're all so recent, isn't it?
Wait, scroll up.
Nah,
A little
that's the
more.
lap.
Yeah, a little more. What? Go up.
This one.
I'm hearing news that we're trying to pinch. Yeah, that one. We're trying to
was
pinch the
from-
idea of
that was Sven.
Gyokeres as RA wants him badly too.
Ruben Amorim. I don't know.
Listen,
That
you know what
was
happened.
in-
Amarin wanted
No,
it. He
let's
said,
say.
"I'll stop calling my phone."
It goes to all of them. I was putting
Mm.
Delap at the same time. Go
All right,
ahead.
BD,
I told you. I
let's
play
make this
narratives.
simple. If
You
I
can also
offered
search
you
the word
today,
catalog.
no, hold on. If I offered you today, I've got both of them in my hand. I got Gyokeres here and I got Delap here.
Delap.
Let's say VD,
Delap.
just kick him off, man.
But bro, there's no way.
So I'm not allowed to prefer a player, no?
It's not. But you can prefer a player, but we know it's cap.
I think. Listen, I would be a hypocrite if I came on here. I have been banging on for months.
Stop the cap.
So like somebody, you must know the word I've been saying. What have I like? Balance and profiles. They are the. I can't bang on enough about it. It's what Chelsea need. I don't know what to say to you. It's the same way. It's the
When
same
you
way.
get
Yeah,
a striker,
Leao is better than Gittins, but Gittins suits Chelsea so much more and offers more balance. So I want Gittins. Delap, he knows the system well. I think I love him as a player. He's played with Palmer and stuff like that. So I want him more. It's not science, bro. It's not science.
Is Delap
I also said if it was between Osimhen, Delap, and Gyokeres, if it was any three of them, I'm happy. But I have reservations about them all. And I
So what are your
like,
reservations about Delap?
he's trying to box man up too much. That's genuinely it pissed me off last game. It was like you did it for no reason. I don't have any issues. I think he'll score the goals. I think his link up's fine. I think his passing range is getting better. He's doing a little too much right now, and that's pissing me off. And it's the same way, Osimhen. This guy can't really link up like that. In the box, he can play these short passes and stuff like that, but he's got a trampoline foot. He doesn't really have a goal record of scoring 20 goals a season when they're not including penalties, which he aren't going to take. Gyokeres, a lot of his goals, he's not really a box striker, and he's shit in the air. Like really shit in the air. We needed someone that was at least decent in the air. So I have reservations about them all. Delap can leap. He's got a good leap.
All right, let me see how genuine of a person you are, right?
Go on.
Let's just say you had signed Gyokeres and they had signed Delap. Let's go into that parallel world.
Okay.
What would you be saying about both strikers now?
I'll be saying they're both good. Genuinely. Like, it's the same way. That's why I said in that post, Gyokeres and Zubimendi, they're serious. It's a good sign.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I just prefer Delap. I just prefer Delap, huh?
Did that take Arsenal to win in the league?
No, you need a left wing.
I agree with that. I want a left winger.
I was gonna say they gotta go. Gyokeres isn't enough on his own. Just the same way
Delap
isn't enough.
I want a left winger too.
But hear me out. Yeah, look.
Left wing. We need a
I want to know your thoughts on Delap because you were linked heavily with him.
So I said I don't want Delap, but I take him. I've always maintained that stance because I have Højlund no matter what in it. Where we're looking to keep him more set. I don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? But with this whole situation, anyways, in my mind it's like I view Chelsea as one of the big six, obviously, and I look at them as one of the majors in that whole group, especially recently. You know, most trophies I still think in the last 20 years, I think anyways, just about, or maybe 20 odd years, you know, Champions Leagues and stuff. And it's like, bro, like they're in such a key position. and you go and sign the lap, that's cool. You can go get the lap, but it's like, what about the extra one? What about the next one? What about the big boy striker? Why are you not going to go get Kudus? Apparently, they can't even make a sign in. Apparently, they can't even get a sign in now until they raise 60 million, which probably be easy for them regardless, right?
But we got 50. We got 50 for Madueke coming soon.
I don't know. Until I think Chelsea, the way they've been playing football in the Club World Cup is beautiful, right? I think the way they're doing it is quick, fast. It's kind of reminded me that period when we first saw them under Maresca last season, right? That that period between, I don't know, September, October to December.
Where they played nobodies, that period.
Well, I wouldn't say so. They had a difficult November, if I'm correct.
Who they played in the Club World Cup, that's like...
But they're beating a lot of Brazilian sides at the moment. Flamengo, sorry. But it's like, but for me, it's not title winning. Do you get what I mean? It's like they're happy to maintain. Maybe the season's all about maintaining before they go and do the extra stretch. I don't know what the plan is for them. Whereas I look at this window where it could have been key for them. João Pedro's the best signing of their whole window at the moment, without a doubt. Without a doubt, that I'm being dead serious. I see in a world where João Pedro, right, is either behind the lap or he takes the lap's position wholeheartedly. Do you know what I mean? Like I think Neto's a favorite of Maresca's. I think Gittins might become one of those, and I think João Pedro could be the link man between all of that, and Palmer behind. Unless Palmer was still
I don't know. It's just last game.
Regardless of all of this, like that's how I'm viewing Chelsea at the moment. They're not there. Where Arsenal, they just announced Zubimendi, right? They're looking at Eze. I don't know how concrete it is to get over the line. It could just be an option. It might not even happen, right? They're getting Gyokeres now, which is I think is going to be done by today, if not tomorrow. So I think we're going to get the here we go, because it's like Berta is just lines up as many options as possible, and then he says, "We're going to trigger that one." They're taking a piss. That's fine. Trigger that one. Now they know that Chelsea need to sell because of the whole finance UEFA thing. They're going to lowball for Madueke. If not, they're going to say, fuck that. We'll just go for him then. And then Rodrigo wants them. That's the team that's forming to really put on a challenge, say we're winning this year. And obviously it's up to Arteta if he can do the job or not. I think Chelsea should have bridged that gap this window.
How are you fitting Pedro and Delap in the team?
So if they play,
who are you dropping?
If they play a 4-2-3-1, I can see in a world which we've already seen this year, this Club World Cup, where Palmer's played on the left, but I expect him to play on the right, and I can see João Pedro just playing behind the striker in that attacking.
So who's getting dropped?
One of the wingers, whether it's Neto, Madueke, or whoever.
It will probably be Neto or Gittins. I reckon they'll rotate heavily.
Yeah, they'll rotate anyways.
It can work many ways, innit? Like João Pedro can be behind the striker on the left wing, Palmer could be on the right or in the 10. Neto could be either wings. Gittins probably mainly just a left wing, but I mean, we need
to see how good Gittins really is.
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I don't mind being surprised, and I don't mind being wrong. I say this all the time, even though I get a lot of stuff wrong. I'm like the first one to say, yeah, my hands up. I don't care. I got it wrong, and what? Same way you, yes, I do. I'm not stubborn. A lot of YouTubers are stubborn that get their opinion right. I just do it. Stubborn. I don't give a shit. I couldn't give a maybe about Man United a little bit, but when it comes to other clubs, I don't really give a fuck.
You're stubborn when it comes to me,
if you get wrong, you get wrong. It's one of those ones.
What?
Why do I get wrong?
Well, one, you said you were going to beat me in the season. You didn't. I didn't get an apology.
I don't need to apologize.
And then you said you're still finishing ahead of me. And you said you're more likely to get Europe because you're going to win the Europa League than I am. So I've got more, man. But the thing is, I need off the bat. I hold my hands up.
That's not an apology. I've already said, I was wrong. What do you want me to do? Cool.
I want you to apologize.
I don't want to apologize. You never apologize for the shit.
You don't, Mr. I stand back and take it. I'm not like other YouTubers.
You don't do that. So why should I give you the same back?
Because you're talking about your integrity, not mine.
Yeah, well, I'm petty. Energy for energy.
So you are petty now. You are like the other.
What's the apology? You wanted an apology?
Yeah. I don't need no apology. I'm not one thing yet. I don't mind if it's D. I don't mind if it's Cal. Not him. I don't mind whoever else in it. But just not this one here. He's not allowed none of that grace.
Muslim thing. I get it.
Yeah, it's 100%. 100%. But yeah, man. But Zubimendi though, I'm hearing Mozart. They're calling him now.
Listen, I can't. The transfer window at the start was very bad.
Man.
I didn't like the transfer window at the beginning, but now it's getting a bit better. When I saw Norgard, Kepa, I said, "What's going on here?" Then now Zubamendi got announced. Certain club wanted him for a long time. They didn't get him. Then now we're getting Gyokeres instead of Sesko. I like that as well. Madueke, leave Chelsea alone. I'm done with the Chelsea transfers, please. Every season we go for a Chelsea player. Leave Chelsea alone. I'm tired of it. Every single summer.
You've already done a Chelsea one, bro. What are you talking about?
Arsenal want Chelsea players. I'm done with it.
Yeah, but you've already done one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I don't want another one. We're getting two now.
So maybe that's the way you break the curse,
please. I don't want it. Oh
wait, no, you signed Luiz and Willian in the same window, innit? Or
yeah, bro, I'm tired of it. And I think we signed Willian separate.
Oh my god, I forgot Sideshow Bob played at Arsenal.
Bro, he played there.
Bro, he was so bad.
We got Willian, we got Jorginho. I'm tired of it. Leave them alone.
Jorginho was
Jorginho, but like it's the fact that we every summer we call Chelsea, said, "You got anybody for us?" They'll be like, "Yeah, we got this one. We want to get off our books." Bro, I'm tired of it. Why every summer?
To be fair, I will say one thing about
Madueke. He does make a good point. It's an Arab thing as well.
Madueke, he ain't bad like the rest of them. Like he is. There's this thing on Twitter that keeps being said, like he's close to an explosion, right? He's close to like a very big breakout. What?
Yeah, I was wondering what you meant by that. Go on.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, yeah, that's true.
No. Yeah, well, what he's close to like a big breakout season. It's just not happened.
Who is
Madueke? Yeah, I think if you watch him, his raw materials and stuff like that, like you can tell.
That's why I'm saying Lingard's still close.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Lingard at 27, breakout.
Does he drop Martinelli?
I think he would, yeah.
You think if Arsenal signed Madueke, he would drop Martinelli?
So I think he would drop Martinelli, yeah.
The
only thing with Madueke on the left is he looks a bit awkward, innit? Like, I don't know. He can't really go on the outside with his left, and on his right, he's just really weak. But if Arteta did his job and coached him and got him used to playing on the left, because his body composition just looks weird, man. It looks weird whenever he's on the left. But if he could help him get to the byline and stuff like that, get crosses in, and make him look more comfortable, I think Madueke would be dangerous.
I'll be real. I don't think you're signing him. I
hope we don't. I think we're just inquiring about players because Rodrigo currently we can't touch him because obviously he's in the Club World Cup, so we have to wait for that to finish this week in order for any sort of things to happen. If Arsenal signed Madueke for anything 50 million, the tears that would drop down from my eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Because
I'll be real. I don't think he signed Madueke. I think he ends up staying. I don't think he minds staying.
No, he said he agreed personal terms. Like
personal terms are great, but in terms of like valuation, where they want like 50 million plus, and
that's criminal. At 4 million plus. Criminal.
One thing I think we've noticed with Berta, right? Yeah, is the way he's negotiating is like, well, I ain't giving you that much more. Like you see with Šeško, he's not budging. He's sticking on his price, and then now he's got a favorable deal. I think he offered. What did he offer? Allegedly, anyways, I think he's offered 58 plus 8 million for Gyokeres, where they want something more closer to the 70 million mark.
Yeah.
But Sporting have to sell because this is a want away, right?
But you don't want to play. You don't want to play football.
I don't see in a world where you pay 45 million for my man, and I don't know why you would even get Eze. If for combined prices, you get that for Rodrigo.
Yeah, no, I agree. But like Eze apparently is like separate to a left winger. So
that's what he said.
If we get Eze and a left winger, I'm good with that because Eze has nothing to do with the left wing positions. I don't mind bringing Eze. Eze is a great player, but if we bring in Madueke, then where's the extra money? Then Rodrigo's basically off the table because we're paying money for Eze. Like, I think we're done.
Well, unless you sell Martinelli, right?
The thing is with Arteta, let's be honest, we're not selling nobody this summer. This is. Martinelli's not going nowhere.
But that's not down to Arteta though. That's down to that's down to Berta now and
we have a very thin squad. Like as of right now, you guys can see Arsenal. If we have injuries, we are cooked. Like we saw this season, we had so many injuries, and we're down to Trossard, Moreno, Waneri, and Sterling. That just shows anyone gets injured, our squad's thin. So we're not going to really sell anybody in the attacking.
So you really do need.
We need Eze urgently. We need Eze and a left winger. We got Gyokeres comes in.
Can you see the way where Eze is the left winger though? Anyone? Can anyone?
He can't play there. He can't play.
I don't like the
one where Eze replaces Odegaard.
Yeah, he can play. The thing is, he can play two different positions. He can play left wing and he can play Odegaard position.
To be we haven't replaced signing him to be the main left winger is like just misprofiling him. You don't take what he's best at. Like it's the same with Kudus, isn't it? Like we'd sign him to be right wing, but realistically, he's best in central areas. So just play him in central areas, like just from the jump. It'll be the
But
same
think
with
about it,
Eze.
we
Play him
haven't-
in the
we
middle.
haven't-
Eze can
replaced
play on the
himself.
left if he inverts in. That's
I know,
like
but he's
he
more
can
like
do
a
it like
left
that.
10 though.
But he's
anyway.
not. He's not like a byline kind of a wing player. You know what I'm
If he
saying?
tucks in, then I mean, sure, run it in it because realistically,
Yeah,
if you're
that's how
you
you
defend
could
that
play
left
him.
wing, you
But
defend that
then,
left wing. You
but
wouldn't
then
really
that
attack
could
that,
work
so.
because you could allow Skelly to be the overlapper, but he as well, he likes to come in on the inside as well, doesn't he? There's a lot of underlapping or inverting going on. Unless Arsenal get or plan to have a left back who's going down the wing, then you can't really play Eze there because you're gonna struggle.
That's where I reckon Arteta doesn't play the same way as he did last year, and I don't think he can. If you've got all these other players, he's got some decent ball players. Eze's a good ball player as well, and also so is Norgard if he is to play. Do you know what I mean?
He's on the bench. He's on the bench.
Yeah, but I think he's a brilliant player. I think he comes in and he slots into the Zubimendi role for me. Easy. Even if he was to do a bit more of an 8 role, I like Norgard for 11 million. Did you pick him up for 11 million? Was it?
Yeah.
For me, I know he's 31, but that's a still for me. That's a player that
I feel like Jorginho's experience when we bought him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's solid. He's dependable.
Yeah, exactly. And he's got a mad engine on which Jorginho didn't have. I don't know. I think maybe I think it might be more of a 4-2-3-1 this season. It could really be that someone a little bit more.
What are we saying? What you're gonna put Odegaard in the 10?
Well,
yeah.
I could see in a world where either Zubimendi drops in between like a halfback, in between like Saliba, and does the dictating there, a bit like how Jorginho does, or it's in a world where Declan Rice doesn't go up as much and he allows the fullbacks to bomb up a little bit more, so he doesn't need to drive all around the pitch, which might be better.
Declan Rice on counter attacks.
But that's what I'm saying. If you got Declan Rice, do you remember
that man? He doesn't look that bad.
Does anyone remember Roberto Martinez's Everton? Gareth Barry would cover the left side, and if not the right side at times. James McCarthy would do that. He would do the right, Gareth Barry would do the left. But I can see in a world where Declan Rice was a lot more covering for the fullback areas.
Why was that the example of all examples?
We're back to Everton.
Because that Everton side,
remember that historic Everton team.
But that was a good Everton side because
it was
for that
good.
For that one season, with Kevin Morales, who obviously
to be fair, Leighton Baines is the fullback.
Like it was quite similar. It just got figured out the following season. I remember that because I'm a football fanatic. That's why. But for me, I can see in a world where it's quite similar to that. It's basic football. You just have your two fullbacks bomb on like original fullbacks, and you have your two DMs or centre mids, whatever you want it. Declan Rice, he might carry the ball a little bit, but he does more of a cover job. Whereas Zubimendi's the one that's going to keep things ticking. That means it allows Saka to play more inside rather than touchline. Because why would you want Saka more touchline anyways? And then obviously the left winger can play a little bit more inside, closer to the striker, where I can see Eze kind of fitting in at times if he is to do that. It's not that less familiar that what he's doing at flipping Palace, playing a little bit more closer to Mateta.
I'd play him ahead of Odegaard. I'm sorry, but
Odegaard had a bad season. He had a bad season. He was injured at the beginning.
He's scared of the ball.
It's not even. It's not that he played bad. Like that's everyone can agree on that. It's the fear in his eyes, man. That's the thing for me. It's the shying away from the ball. Like that confidence takes a long time to get back. And and Eze is in a nice vein of form. I think he's had a better second half of the season than what he had in the first half of the season. And he'll be hungry. He'll go in hungry, man.
Every year, to be honest. But he does that every year.
Listen, like give Odegaard, Odegaard got injured. He came back. He looked around. Everyone got injured, and then he just vanished. And then
but 1 year doesn't
I think he'll be back next. I think he'll be back next season. I don't think he'll do what he did last season.
To be fair, knowing that you have Gyokeres, like if he plays a ball in behind to Gyokeres, damn.
The Odegaard looked in front of him for Moreno. He's a midfielder. He didn't have everybody he wanted. Saka came back April, and then by then the transfer went that the Premier League.
All right, who did Odegaard have in front of him when he was good the season before?
He had
Jesus.
He had Havertz. He had Havertz. Then he had Saka fully fit.
But he was good that season, yeah.
Yeah, because him and Saka.
So he doesn't need a gunman up front to be good.
Yeah, but he needs Saka on the right.
That argument don't wash with me.
But he has a class striker in front of him.
If he got someone running behind all the time, that means he can play a little bit differently rather than having.
But his overall play 2 years ago was better than it is now, and he had no number 9 in front of him. Unless you lot are going to tell me Havertz is a 9.
So he had no Saka for 4 months. He couldn't do much. He tried.
So if Saka's not there, Odegaard can't do it.
We saw that last season. Saka weren't there.
Yeah. So what? Eze's had a Saka alongside him at Palace, has he?
No, but I wouldn't say Eze comes in to drop Odegaard that quickly.
I think Eze's better than Odegaard.
But he's not going to drop Odegaard. There's no way. There's no way Arteta looks at him and says, "I'm dropping Odegaard straight away." Odegaard's still a quality player.
He's still the captain.
He's still the captain. He's a quality player. He had one bad season. We'll see how he kicks on next season.
You can't accept a bad season if you're going for a title challenge, bro. That's the difference here, man. You can't carrying your captain. Forget just a normal outfield player. You've been carrying your captain for a season. Yeah, you can't go a whole year if you want to be classed as title challengers and say he might come good.
Yeah, but you forget
this is why you have to get Eze. You have to get Eze.
What it is? The thing with Odegaard, yeah, is like even though he was in bad form and stuff like that, he wasn't actively trying to make enough happen. Like I can understand it, yeah. If he was getting the ball and playing these passes, no one's getting onto them. Now it's looking like he's missed the pass, but you can see the idea, and then you go and buy someone that can make stuff like that get on the end of them. But it just, bro, that one clip is just engraved in my head. Or when the ball's on the left, the man sprints to the right corner. What are you doing?
Yeah. I know my captain will be back. He will be back next season, and then everyone's gonna. All
right, and if he's not, if he's not,
then the conversation will happen afterwards.
No. But my point is, if you don't get Eze, and let's say whatever happens, let's just say when who do you got to back up currently in your squad? If Wanyeri does decide he wants to go because he's not getting the minutes, who have you got to cover him that you would trust?
To cover who? Odegaard.
Yeah.
Now that's a very big problem. That's why we need to address it now. Because we sold Smith Rowe, you could have covered Odegaard. If we do not get a backup for Odegaard in case he gets injured or if form drops, we will be in trouble. So that's why we're looking at Eze. Because that Smith Rowe leaving last season kind of did do us wrong. Because Odegaard got injured in September and we didn't have him for like 2 months. He got injured for Norway. So we do need.
So now we're getting to the crux of the conversation, right? On Eze, do you think Eze comes in to play second fiddle to Odegaard?
It's a long season.
Yeah, but if you want
to compete for things and you want to win trophies potentially, you have to come in to say, I want to drop this person. If you don't want to come in straight to start,
I agree with that.
It's also not the club for you. If you want to come in straight away to start, then this might not be the club for you because Odegaard is there. If you want to come in and say, I would drop Odegaard by putting in performances, that's a different conversation.
I agree with what you're saying, but we all know there's those conversations that happen. Like, this is where I see you playing, or I see you as part of the squad, or whatever, right? Yeah. I still think, let's just say you get Eze in and Odegaard starts with a stinker for the first 4 or 5 games. He doesn't drop him for Eze. Yeah. He hasn't got the balls to do it.
Yeah, Arteta.
Yeah.
You can still play him on the left, innit?
He can still play, like he will still fit into the squad. You forget at halftime if Odegaard's not doing well, Arteta will drop him and bring on Eze. So we have, but the thing is, to compete, we need a squad. We need a squad to compete.
Yeah, innit? Like you see,
come on, like I look at Liverpool. Look how many attackers Liverpool had last season. You need a squad to compete. Like come on, you need the actual good depth. After if Odegaard gets injured, there's nobody there. Saka got injured, we relied on Wanyeri. Wanyeri did well for us. On the left, who got injured? Martinelli got injured. We played Trossard, and Sterling. Up front,
we had Moreno, his captain. Yeah.
No, with this, my captain will come good next season. I trust in Odegaard. He will come good.
That's not the question. If he starts stinky, does Arteta drop his captain?
I think Arteta will drop him.
Listen, eventually,
after the way he exiled Aubameyang, I think Arteta will have the balls to drop him.
Yeah, but he had personal beef with Aubameyang, bro.
No, but listen, if it's for the benefit of the squad, Arteta looks at him and thinks this guy ain't doing it. He will drop him.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it.
I know Arteta has the thing where he has his favorites, but I think with this
he's
is
a bit of a coward, Arteta.
Listen, he got my striker. He got the striker. Let him cook.
Yeah. IS says, Bert has proven what I've been telling Arsenal fans for a while now. Edu was our problem. He wasn't good enough. The excuse that we could critique him since he left was pure rubbish. He left a mess.
Edu is one of the exquisites in that job role. So, like...
Oh, is it because he's at your club now?
Have some change. I get it. The Arsenal fan base is very sour because he went to a bigger club, bigger project. I get that. But, like, respect his name.
Listen, that club didn't... they bottled Champions League football last season, if I remember.
Yeah, but that club's won it twice. How many of you won
Listen, no, soon they come eventually.
Soon,
guess
soon,
what?
inshallah, yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah next season. But guess what? I know what football I'm playing next season.
Yeah,
boy.
But what you winning? What you winning? You doing the
Listen, let's
participation
see.
thing again?
Listen, there you is. Listen, 2 seasons ago I said the Prem. Now we're under humble. We'll see how it goes. That's the approach I'm taking.
Inshallah again, man. Inshallah.
Listen, new season.
But even then with Eze, I'm not being funny. Playing with Palace where you can play transition ball all the time because they sit deep and they break to go in against low blocks 24/7. We don't know how Eze's really going to be. I've seen Eze run into traffic loads of times, by the way. Loads of times.
Still creatively good enough.
Is he a creator or is he more of a shooter?
Both.
Because I think he's more of a shooter. I don't think he's mad. I don't think he's crazy creative. I think he's definitely creative. But you want him in front of goal, the one that's shooting.
He's not Elise level. He's not Elise level.
Elise's 10 times better than him.
Yeah, but Eze is a baller, man.
Yeah, he's a baller.
If Arsenal get Eze, let's just say Rodrigo and Gyokeres, this is now becoming a very serious team.
What would you rate the window at?
Minus the manager.
If Arsenal get all of them, what would you rate the window?
It's a 10.
Yeah, 10.
I'd say
if it was Rodrigo and Gyokeres alone, it's a 10.
Yeah, but you've got Gyokeres. If you get Gyokeres, Eze, Rodrigo, and you've got Zubimendi, Norgard as your backup, and Kepa, well, I don't know about that one, but what's it called? Like I said, I don't know about that's a 10. How do you not get a 10 out of 10 window?
Not a 10.
What else do they address?
What else do we need? What else do we need?
Okay,
Zubimendi is going to be huge as well.
Who comes in when Gyokeres gets injured, or if he gets injured?
Yeah, Havertz comes in, and
okay, and that's your backup, yeah.
I mean, Havertz, I'll take that as a backup option,
bro. Like for me, if you want to be serious, again, we're talking about titles. For this to be a 10, you sign Sesko as well as Gyokeres.
No, you don't. Too much money. That's 150 million.
No one does that.
But that's like you saying earlier about all the Eze coming in to be dropped. Like Sesko knows he's going to be on the bench.
But that's like you saying it's a squad game, loads of games, man.
But you're going to also have it's true.
Not really for the striker.
That's 70 million. That's 70
if there's someone that you don't rotate, it's a striker. Like unless they're like really out of form, you don't really rotate your striker. I don't know, man. I ain't rotating Gyokeres, I'll be honest. Knowing what
I'm not talking about rotating, bro. I'm talking about 2 things. One, injuries will happen. That's a given. This is
but that's so.
And then secondly,
you count on it,
you want every player on that team to know there's someone waiting over their shoulder ready to pounce on that position. If I'm Gyokeres and I'm seeing that donkey behind me in Havertz, I know if I go on a dry patch 4 or 5 games, I'm still starting.
Listen,
that's the difference. This is the difference between the title.
The thing is, Arteta does like Havertz.
Man City got
that's what I'm saying. Arteta
does like Havertz.
Havertz will get minutes this season. No matter whatever happens, you're forgetting Havertz dropped into a left 8. He will get minutes at some point this season. Arteta loves him. So regardless, if Gyokeres does not perform, Arteta could be like, Havertz, come on.
If they get all of them, their squad's ready. For me, your squad's ready, man.
And by the way, Jesus is there too. And
also Havertz just offers you something else. He offers you more of a link up than Gyokeres. Gyokeres, you can do a little layoff. It won't really.
Yeah, you don't need nobody else. After that, you don't need nobody else.
I think now we need one more centre back, one more backup centre back, because obviously
you're getting mascara.
We're sorted. I'm happy with the window. Let's begin.
Wait, Cass, you put them as favourites.
A bit too difficult. I need to see it. I need to see some football in it. I know if you're talking on paper, I'm still going to say Liverpool as of now because I do believe they get. I do believe they get a striker regardless, and maybe we'll see what happens with the left wing situation with them. I don't think they want to let Luis Diaz go. I think they want to put him on bigger wages. And I agree with that part. I think Liverpool, because they've won it already. So obviously, I still put it to Liverpool. Man City's whole situation, I don't trust them defensively enough. But I think with Arsenal, they're good defensively. They still score goals even without a recognised 9, even without Saka. I suppose they just got to create more chances. I think that squad's ready to go. And what else do you? I don't look at that and say, what else do you need? I need another striker. Havertz gets like 10 goals, 10 assists plus for the last 2 years. I swear.
Let me ask you this as an interesting question to all of you. Who's under the? Let's say everyone does the window they want to do, and the fan bases are happy with all the windows, right? Who then becomes under the most pressure to win the league this season?
What's his name? What's his name? Thomas Frank. Because according to Deji, they win trophies now, so they want to go to players.
That's
Want to go to a
true,
team that wins
that's true.
trophy.
That's true.
I don't know about that one. We're talking about bigger clubs here. We're talking about that club over there. Listen, but it has to be
pressure on
Arteta,
Pep.
though.
Pressure's been on Arsenal.
But Pep has his window, like when he's leaving.
man.
Pep has.
Yeah,
after this season-
I'd say there'd be conversations, but I don't think they do anything. But yeah, of course, Arteta's under the most pressure.
Yeah.
Of course,
but Pep has his exit strategy. 2027, he said he's gone on vacation. He's taking.
Yeah, that guy don't give a shit.
So if Pep don't win anything, he's like, I won you guys a Champions League, your first ever Champions League. I won 4 Premier Leagues back to back. He'll be under pressure.
He's done his job.
Yeah, he's done his job.
He's done his job. Arteta hasn't.
Everyone's saying Netflix. Everyone's saying phase 6, phase 7. Arteta is under pressure. So them first 6 games where we faced Man United, Liverpool,
you're gonna lose that one, by the way.
Forest, Newcastle, and City. We are under pressure if we don't come out with at least 5 out of 6. Everyone's gonna be like Arsenal. Oh, big start to the season. You guys fumbled under pressure, and then everyone's gonna drop us out. If we do well and we get 6 out of 6. The favorite talks is immediately there.
How the hell can you win 6 out of 6?
By winning the games.
By winning the games.
Yeah, but they're playing.
We win the game.
You're playing us in that run.
Huh?
You got Forest in that run.
My hands stay steady. I'm good, bro. I'm all right. That end of the season, I scored for Forest. I'm not moved at all. I'm okay.
I remember when we first came up on shit. We ended your title charge.
Yeah,
right
by the end of
listen, our title charge was long over. We drew 3 games in a row. Our title charge was done by the time we
final nail got put in that coffin.
No, the final nail was there by you lot, but it was already over when we drew to Liverpool, West Ham, and Southampton. No, but
hold on.
No, but that start to the season, I'm looking forward to it.
What? Prem's never been retained by anyone. No, your club's never retained it.
You didn't say literally.
I know City never retained it, did they?
Yeah, apparently not. No.
If I'm an Arsenal fan, which I am, I'm exciting times ahead. But that start of the season will be very tough.
Do you not think there's some pressure on Pep? I think there is.
No.
He's not gone 2 years.
No, even Daps has said to me, like, look, and we know Daps is like top blue, innit? But even he said, look, if Pep don't win the league this year or get any majors, then there's going to be some awkward conversations. He said it himself, and I think that's true as well, because, mate, like with the whole thing with their situation, whatever, defensively, it's like, well, they saw that last year, and I think they got a glimpse of getting beat by Al Hilal the way they did. It's like, well, all it takes is that kind of one ball over the top, and they're in trouble. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I can't put City as favorite.
His attack non-stop, but never his defense.
Yeah. They just
I wouldn't put City as favorite, but you should still be worried about City. I wouldn't put them favorite.
Yeah, you can never doubt City.
Yeah, you can never doubt. City could go on a little run, and everyone will be like, oh,
because they still got the best manager in the world.
So City. Listen, City, they probably might still buy some more players.
I think there is pressure on him because I think City are more serious of a club than Arsenal. Like, they want to win stuff. Your owners are happy with Champions League placements. If Arsenal finish top 4, they're not.
Well, we breezed past that 3 years ago. We got top 4 regularly now.
Hold on. Are you telling me I'm wrong? You don't think the Cronkies are happy just as long as you get Champions League?
No, because they wouldn't be spending money this window to address things to help us get over the line. We did that too. By the way, we went like 6 years without getting Champions League football. We've got it 3 seasons now in a row. We're good. We're back to where we're supposed to be, back in Europe. And now the next step is finishing second 3 times in a row.
You honestly think the Cronkies care about trophies at Arsenal over Champions League?
They didn't. They wouldn't spend money. They wouldn't be invested in it.
Wait, so you think if they spent £0, that would prove my point? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if they spend £0, then that's complacency. That shows they don't want to go to
in one. To be fair, in one section you could say, like, or in one hand you could say, letting Arteta stay this long is showing that they don't give a shit. But on the other hand, you could say, well, this window, they're showing that they want to go for that. Like, getting Gyokeres and Rodrigo and Eze and the rest of them doesn't scream, I'm happy to be top 4. It screams, go deliver me something.
Nah, it screams, we haven't bothered for 4 years. Now we have.
They're like, here's a striker, go compete, go win.
Go
win it now.
You realize if they get all the targets they want, that's over like over 300 million. Gyokeres were like
that
50, 60 million. Rodrigo is going to be like 80 million. Zubimendi was how much? Like 50, 60 million?
51.
That's bro. This ain't just like
okay. So with that in mind, let's say Arteta goes has a title challenge, right? Finishes say second again. Ole, right? Do they sack him?
How far do we get in the Champions League?
Let's say you get quarterfinals, maybe semis in the Champions League.
I reckon they'd pull the trigger this time. I think this is it.
I think if we don't win anything, and it depends if we're like the title race is done by like what, March, and the Champions League are in the quarterfinals. I think awkward conversations will probably start to happen because there's no way you have all your targets and all the targets you needed to push you over the line. We didn't win anything. Then I think the questions start to fall. Is he the man to get us over the line? Every season, last season were all like striker injuries, stuff like that. Now we have a striker, we're getting a left winger, we're getting a midfielder in. But it has to be this season. There's no choice. This is a big.
How can you say awkward conversations need to happen? I think it's the most cutthroat black and white thing ever. If he doesn't win a major,
honestly, I think it's a bit disingenuous. It depends on the fashion that it
That's
happens.
what I'm saying. Like it's a long season.
If he has injuries again, then fair enough. But if the injuries are also happening because of him, because say he's playing Saka too much, and you can see it starting to wear on his body and stuff like that, then I'd say, do you know what? You caused your own demise. But if it's like just dumb luck, like poor luck, then come on, give him one more after that. I'd say. Even if he had done,
we'll see how the season unfolds.
What would pure luck be? What scenario is
again?
That?
Injuries. I know it's the stuff that they complained about.
You can't hide behind injuries, man. If he doesn't make the squad deep enough, that's his problem.
No, the squad's deep.
Sometimes it's just you don't get luck all the time in football. It's just the way it goes. Like you could pepper a team so much, all it takes is one attack. And now you've lost the game because the goalkeeper just had a weldy or something.
Yeah, but VD, over the course of 38 games, that luck, as the saying goes, luck levels out or the cream rises to the top. You would expect that to happen.
Yeah, but
it will happen in the odd game. You may see Arsenal lose to Burnley accidentally because they came up against low block or whatever, or end up drawing there. But over the course of 38 games, that's different. Like you could say luck that they lost to Man U in the FA Cup. That's a knockout round. Yeah, they were against 10 men. Man U defended well, penalty shootout. You had Odegaard missing the penalty. You could say luck because that's in a knockout. Over the course of a season, you're not going to get unlucky in all 38 games.
Do you know what? I will say, because if they finish second, right? If they finished below second, even if they were a bit unlucky with some of their things, I think he's got to go. Anything below second, I think he's got to go. Like regardless.
If that's the case, then I'm right about the Gyokeres, man.
If he was second and he was actually pushing and then just shit hit the fan, then I'd got to feel for him a little bit more. But if anything below second, because again, imagine you sign Gyokeres, he gets injured. Like that's not really his fault.
We got to see how the season plays out.
This has been 6 years. That's the difference.
We got to see it. We got to see how it plays out. We got a new technical director. We'll see how it plays out. We get new signings in. We'll see how we do. I'm not gonna say straight away now. If he doesn't win me anything, get him gone. I'll see how the season goes. If it's poor, then somebody else.
You got to see an improvement of the football as well.
Yeah, like you have to see something better than what I saw last year.
That's also another thing. That's the thing that doesn't depend on luck, right? If the football doesn't see a major improvement, personally, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd want him gone. Even if you finish second, you could tell with some of the games, the football, it just weren't moving and stuff like that. And it was kind of on Arteta, whether it's his own subs and stuff like that. Then I think he's got to go. He's got to play the perfect season.
I couldn't disagree more, man. He's had too many.
He's got to play the perfect
more
season.
life than a cat, man. This is for me. This season is binary. He has to win the league or he has to win the Champions League. Or if he doesn't go, then you're proving me right on the Gyokeres because all they care about is top 4.
Potentially as well. Wolfie actually can do a better job than Arteta.
Facts. I've had 3 promotions in 4 years, man. I win stuff for my team.
Damn. That's that then, isn't it? The other part is West Ham are not actually budging on the Kudus, apparently, on a price.
How much
well,
50, 60?
Apparently allegedly they've made like 3 different bids and they've all been rejected. Their add-ons is something of like winning the Champions League or the Premier League or something. I don't know how true that is.
Christ.
I know how true that is, but it's not a realistic add-on.
1 Europa League. And I
know this is, I know we can. And I know
that's what I'm saying. Like 1 Europa League, do you manage?
Yeah. So that's just it might not be true in it. But I'm just saying with the whole Kudus thing, there might be a chance for Chelsea longer down the line as long as they keep stalling. Because his release clause doesn't exactly cut off until another week or something like that, or is it another few days? So that they're not getting 85 million, but they're kind of adamant that they can get him for around 60 million.
I think that's a good price for him, to be honest.
I don't think.
And honestly, if I am Kudus, I think I would go to Spurs over over Chelsea because that team can be built around.
Bro, whoa.
No, I know, no, genuinely, for Kudus,
that.
for him as a player, and him being selfish, right? I think they'd build that team around Kudus. Well, actually, do you know what? I'm taking that statement entire. I just realized they got Daniel Levy. So that actually just hit me as a realization.
Did you just realize he's talking about Spurs?
So they can't.
Kudus would be your best attacker instantaneously.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, he would. No, but he's an attacking mid. I'm in your front line. I'm thinking he's your best attacker.
Kudus is
better as an attacking mid.
Kudus is a fucking fantastic player, bro. He'd be your best attacker instantly.
Cole Palmer's our best attacker.
No, he's more like
after that, yeah. After that, yeah.
Forward. No, all right. Your best forward, yeah. That's not your midfield. No,
forget about
Cole Palmer. Everybody
play
on the wing.
Everybody apart from Cole Palmer.
He'd instantly be your best forward because if you have Cole Palmer just playing behind him, that'd be dangerous. I'd be like shit.
It's just.
But you got a little bit of time, though. You've got time.
I think we need to move one more player. The thing is, the idea of Kudus and Palmer rotating in game, yeah. So if Palmer, they switch with each other, drift in and out, I don't have to explain it. That is a scary thought. Scary thought. Kudus gets time in the 10. He makes his central runs and stuff like that. But then he can also go to the byline. It would be very, very scary. But I also just don't think it's going to happen. And I think, again, I'll keep saying it. Balance. We need to move someone else on. And realistically, the only player would be Neto. And I don't really want to move him on.
He's not going nowhere. Madueke is the only one that you might get that move potentially somewhere, but that's not enough to make up. What is it? Is it 50 odd million? That's why you probably want 50 million for Madueke, right?
Well, we ain't paying that. If we pay that, God help us all.
I don't think you will. I don't think you do.
Pay it.
I don't think so. I think you might offer them like 40 plus 5 potentially, or 35 plus 10. I just don't think he's going to meet the valuation that Chelsea require. Or they just go, it's 60 they need. So even then, they'll just go sell a youngster, wouldn't they?
Well, they got so many players that Chelsea have so many players.
Because to register them, apparently to register them for UEFA, this is not the Premier League, by the way, just UEFA.
Yeah,
if they want to play them in the Champions League, or is that what you're in your Champions League? Then yeah, you're gonna have to make up that money.
You're forgetting Chelsea reached the final. They get a lot of money though. So,
but they cheated to win it, didn't they?
Bro, Chelsea just have to make the final. They get a lot of money, win the final. Fucking hell, that's 100 mil right there.
Yeah, did you not cheat to win the conference last year, BD?
No.
What
are you on about?
So you, as a club, did not cheat to win the conference last year?
No. How did we cheat?
So why were all these fines coming at you away from UEFA, bro?
Because the season beforehand.
I don't think it was
was it not for the 23-24 season? No, sorry, and the 22-23.
No, this season, because Villa got charged this season for it as well, didn't they?
Wait, didn't you get points deducted, Wolfie?
Well, no, I just want to see the same energy here. Did you?
I don't know what on earth.
Do you not know what I'm saying?
I didn't know.
I ain't got
You've been under a rock for a week, bro.
I ain't got a Scooby what you're on about. I'll be honest.
Have you just
I know we got fined, but I didn't really.
What did you get fined for?
That's slapping the wrist of Chelsea, but they didn't care.
I don't know. I saw the headline. I didn't really look at it.
Breaking the financial rules, bro.
I would do the same thing. How about this video? I'd do the same thing. If it means paying 10% of whatever you paid in terms of transfers and all that, so you can do what you need to do, yeah, fine. What 50 million?
That's light money for
you. If you spend 600 million and you're back in the big time, you're earning way more money. Yeah, I'll do the same thing. There's a loophole. That's another loophole.
No, this ain't a loophole. This ain't a loophole because they got money.
All it takes is to move the Sassy and Madueke.
Chilwell and what, Sterling? You'll be all right.
Yeah, Chilwell, Sterling, Madueke,
couple players
Badia, go move Sanchez.
Jackson, maybe.
Yeah, Jackson, everyone.
Cheats, criminals, man.
Listen,
Hugo,
look at City, man. They still got them charges, man. We're waiting.
115. Don't get me started.
But we're waiting.
Yeah, we're still waiting on your owner as well, Wolfie as well, man. See what happens there, innit? See if he gets I don't know if he's been dismissed. Apparently, like being linked with the obviously the Greek mafia, innit?
No, that's all alleged stuff, bro.
Yeah, alleged. So we're still waiting, innit?
No.
Yeah, we're still waiting. Same thing, innit?
Nothing's there on him. It's clean.
No, but your owner also cheated. You got deducted points, right? For what?
No, we got speeding ticket. It's different. Doesn't go on a criminal record, man. A speeding ticket.
The car broke down though towards the end of the season and got to February. That engine gave up.
Mm.
Did an MOT.
We're talking about
That's
different
something.
seasons here, VD.
Yeah, different seasons.
even
Remember
so.
they got deducted like 6 points or something like that. With
I
Everton.
have a question. Where
What
did
was that when you
Forest
finished
finish? Where
17th?
did Forest finish next season though?
Yeah.
Forest. Where did they finish?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where do you think you
Nah,
finished?
because I expected Forest to be top 3 last season with the way they were
12th.
performing.
So did
Tell me
I.
now, 12th.
Nah,
Actually,
but
I got it
the
on
way-
my phone. I already done my predictions.
12.
But where do
Nah,
Forest
they're
actually
better.
finish?
They're better than 12th, man. They're better than 12th.
7th and above.
7th and above?
I think 9th.
No.
9th.
Yeah, I think you
I
get
think
9th.
the quality
Who
of
are
your
the 8
squad really
teams
shows.
that finish
Because-
above us?
But you know what is the difference between your team and Chelsea's team is the fact that in Europe they had a squad deep enough that they can go and change over and win. With Conference League, that's probably about your level where you're going to struggle against FC
Yeah,
Noah and them
Bro,
fuckers.
my under 14s.
I've got 14th in my predictions.
Yeah, like I
Well,
don't think.
okay.
I
All right,
don't
VD,
think-
where did you have us the
14th?
season before?
You put them 14th.
I didn't do a prediction season before.
All right, wait. Who are the 13 teams you've got ahead of me, VD? Read them out.
Yeah, go on.
Should I do it? Should I do it all now?
14th.
All right. So
Please.
this is as of right now, yeah.
Alright.
So I'll go from 20th to top.
Go on.
Oh, I did this on the 20th of May. Sunderland,
Stop building it up
Burnley,
and just read the names, bro.
Sunderland, Burnley, Wolves, Leeds, West Ham, Everton, Forest, Palace, Brighton. Oh, I had Spurs there, but that was before they got Frank. I might move
Before
them
they
up.
got Kudus.
Either way, Spurs, Fulham, Bournemouth. Might have to move them as well because they just lost Abanu. Brentford, gonna have to move them because they just lost Thomas Frank.
There's a lot of movement still required.
Yeah,
on this,
but they lost Thomas Frank in it. Like United
wasn't
7th,
yesterday they
Villa
lost him.
6th, Forest, Newcastle 5th, City 4th, Chelsea 3rd, Arsenal 2nd, Liverpool 1st.
Well, regardless, anyways, today's new, innit? Yeah, I don't think Chris was getting you
I'm
20
redoing that.
goals again.
Oh, wait,
I-
I'm sure. Like, when
I
you
don't
put me
need
in
to-
that-
you know what? We need
you're
to do a
You're going to
stream
lose Alanga,
of,
who's a good supplier for
I
Chris.
don't need a Langer.
We'll see you get. Everyone's rejecting you at the moment. We don't know about this Igor
Hey,
Jesus.
what are you talking about? We just announced.
Like Igor Jesus got like 4 caps for Brazil or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's their number 1 striker.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Also, on top of that, it's like with you, I don't know where you're gonna have Europe. It's more games. You're not 1 game a week no more. You can't just have your
Bro,
rest.
it's a shitty conference league, bro. Stop
Yeah, but
glazing
I
it
do
like it's
think
hard
your
to
squad
play.
should
No, but
be
hey,
rated
no, but you need to
quality
win that
towards
though.
when they got
Wait,
February.
you say
I don't
shitty
need to win
conference. You're
shit.
not as good as Chelsea, and you never was. Do you get it? That was the end result. You're not as good as them.
No,
You
you
don't
get
have a
it.
squad
But
either.
Chelsea
Win that
wouldn't
European
be- even
Mourinho
by
picks
that
up
logic,
injuries.
Chelsea are not the standard for
You're-
Conference League.
Yeah, but
Olympiacos
Chelsea-
won it. Who won it the year before?
You're not
Olympiacos,
better,
my
but you're
sister
not-
club.
but you're not better than them. What do you
Wait, are
not
we better
understand?
than Olympiacos?
That showed
No.
the last day.
I don't think you
Really?
are.
Bro,
think
I
we
can't
need
lie.
down.
It's a good competition to be in because I don't think you guys will finish top 6. So win that Europa League football.
more
Don't
games
think about it like
equals
that.
more rotation,
Let's be
equals
real
more
here. Let's
injuries.
be real here, right? It's more than likely that I'm going to be in Europa anyway. So let's just be real.
You're not-
Ooh,
I don't
I
think you're
don't
winning
know
it.
about that. I don't know about that one.
Hudson
Why don't
Odoi
you know
started
about that
picking
one?
up more injuries, by the way. We'll see who you replace Alanga with. We need to be surprised by some of your signings because if you do go get like Rios and that, and then I'll have a whole different tune. I'll be real,
Rios.
but I'm just going off for now, innit? Igor Jesus could be a surprise. I think he'd suit you the way Botafogo are playing, the way
Ola.
you kind of play at the moment. It kind of seems that way. We'll see what happens. Morgan Gibbs White, it's just hit and miss. He's hit and miss, isn't he? But he's still a good player.
I'm still waiting for these players. You lot
But it's
told
like,
me
it's
I
like,
was
your
gonna lose
11. Your 11 sounds great, but everything else is quite shit. Do you get it? So it's like when someone gets injured, I'm like, who the fuck wants to see Tuffalo? I think he might have left now.
He's done, bro.
And no, who else wants to see when like Nico Williams? Who comes in for him now?
Nico Williams is a starter, bro.
And who comes in for him if he gets injured? He likes to pick up a couple injuries here and there.
Ola Aina can go on the left.
Who goes?
Who
Who
covers-
covers?
who
Silva on the right.
When Murillo picks up a couple injuries, who's replacing them?
Jair
That's a-
Cunha.
And
That's a big
we've
injury,
seen.
though.
Oh, we'll see how he gets on as well. I'm not gonna deny it.
He's a
but-
baller.
All right. Well, you haven't really watched him. Let's be real.
Yeah, I have.
Where? What in the Club World Cup?
And in the Brazilian league in this couple of games. He hasn't played many games.
We got Don in surprise. We got Don here. All right. Cool.
So I can't like winning the Conference League is probably their best route. Like win that Europa League football.
Bro,
next year.
how
It's
can you
possible,
talk
you know.
to me and
No,
give me
no, it's
lectures
not.
on European football as an Arsenal fan?
I'm just gonna go off here.
Yeah,
I'm-
when European
You
football.
weren't even lecturing you. I thought he was giving you a good thing.
I'll give you good
I thought he was
advice.
kind of
I
bigging you
didn't
up.
say. Well, I didn't say you're not gonna win it. I'll
By
win
the
the
way,
league.
by the way,
He said it's a good option.
You know what? You know what? I'll tell you
You
this,
see what
right?
it is, man. You know, no. You see what it is. Everyone just decides, oh, Champions League, yeah, we're not European trophy, blah blah blah. That's what you guys say. I say not gonna finish top 6. Oh, what about Arsenal Champions League? How does that work? How does that work then?
Yeah, let me say this to you, right? Are you gonna win? Realistically, are you gonna win the Champions League?
We finished semi-final this season. Why not?
That's not why I asked you. I said realistically, this season coming, should you win the Champions League?
I think we have a chance.
But do you think you will?
I think we have a chance.
It's a yes, no question, bro.
No. It's not yes or no questions. A lot of variables. It's a long season.
Okay, so that's a no, basically. Because if you had chess, you'd be sitting there saying yes. Okay.
No, because I can have chess and stuff and we never won.
If Arsenal were in the Conference League, would you win the Conference League?
Oh no, we would 100% win the Conference League.
Okay, see, different energy.
Oh, you're forgetting.
I think it would actually be better for you guys.
That's the foundation
in the
level
Conference League.
You're telling me about the champions, the best
you
of the
guys
best.
to be in the Conference League, bro, so you can taste the trophy.
To be fair, Wolfie, you might be in Europa League.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it's going to be even more difficult, and you're definitely not winning
There's a chance we.
Have you seen the difference between Conference and Europa? They're both shit. Let's be real.
What do you mean? It's way better.
No.
The only teams in there would be like AC Milan and Villa.
And they're beating you. And they're beating you.
I didn't say they weren't. I'm just saying that's the difference.
Yeah, but there's a big difference.
Two teams.
Yeah, they're beating
you. Just called the Europa
and
League
you know
shit,
what? Can we give it a rest a little bit? Can we not go on like between February and May that how shit Forest actually were as well? So why does anyone
literally since February they won like 5 games?
So why would you think? Why would you think?
Let's not forget between August and May how shit your team was as well, bro. Let's not forget next season you're doing 1 game a week. Let's not forget all these factors, right? So you're looking up at me. You're looking up at me right now.
I want to finish above you.
I'm
finishing above you easy, but I'm saying
where do United finish?
Season already.
Where do United finish?
Well, I have to actually wait until we get the squad that I think.
Here we go.
No,
but it is valid.
If I'm getting like in Boom, I'm still waiting on Boomo, bro. So we'll see what happens there. The striker situation, I don't know who's going to be the target, but it might be Oli Watkins.
goes free. That goes free now.
70 million, but we're not paying 70 million. Come on, man.
Who are you gonna buy then?
I think it's Watkins. I think Watkins might be the next case.
Oh, imagine Sesko and United, bro.
And even with that 3, and we're looking at Douglas Luiz or Richard Rios as that central midfield partner at the moment. So either way,
you know what? I stand corrected. Man U will be scary once they sign Dominic CALVERT-LEWIN.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, even just within Boomo and Cunha, I'm still finishing above your team. Whoever you get, I don't care what
like
you
get last season. But
I don't mind at the start of this. It's the start of this season because I know I'm gonna get this guy over the line eventually. He's not gonna bottle it and pay whatever they want to get to go get him. Yeah,
DCL. Now, if you get DCL, I'll agree with you, man. That's a scary strike.
No.
There's 3 games he'll play.
He got offered and he got rejected. So if you want to use Team Talk as your source, love. But anyways. Anyways.
Honestly, bottom tier source. You can't get worse than them.
What's this I'm hearing that Rasmus Højlund
when Rudy Galletti's on your team, bro.
It's nothing new with the whole Rasmus situation. We already knew it weeks ago. Of course he wants to stay, bro. But you're shit. You're still talking with Milan, and Man United have allowed you to go and talk to these Italian clubs that want you. So what? But the bigger question is who would want Højlund? That's the surprise. That's for me, anyway.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if Napoli. They just Conte and rejects.
I think after next
season, Conte and rejects is like.
I think no one wants to buy him, but they take him on a loan. That's max, and he better go out on a loan because he's shit.
Yeah, guys, seriously speaking, who is actually better in your eyes, CALVERT-LEWIN or Rasmus?
No, Lewin. I'd rather half-injured Lewin than Rasmus Højlund. 1,000,000%. I'm not. I said it. I've already said it before about Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, and your second strikers, whoever you got in your teams, it don't matter where you are, Everton, whatever. I'll take that guy over Rasmus Højlund. So you could, if you went here, you still
that for you.
No, but what's it called? Yeah, but bar that.
What do you mean no?
Yeah, all these other strikers are clear, man. I don't even know. Sheffield United's second striker's clear.
Damn.
I don't even know who he is.
That bad.
Wait, say again.
Rasmus Sheffield United's second striker is more clear than Rasmus Højlund, and I don't even know who that is. Who's the second striker? Is it Cameron Archer?
They still got my ex dickhead guy, Brereton Diaz. He's still there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's still there.
I can take him. I'll take him over Højlund easy.
Yeah.
He's still there.
I got a black.
Would you take Nunes over Højlund?
Yeah, I don't mind Hoyland. I don't mind Nunes. The only issue with Nunes really and truly is his finishing is so sus.
It sounds like he's done with Hoyland.
His movement is crazy though.
Hoyland's fucking garbage, bro.
Would you take Taiwo? Taiwo won you.
I liked him until his injuries, but yeah,
I Brewster, you know.
I wanted him actually at one point.
Brewster.
I'll take Brewster. I'll take Brewster over Hoyland. I'm being dead serious.
Brewster's millions, man.
There's no way I can see this man start. Well, I don't think he will because obviously it's the whole pace factor of United of who's going to be the outlet to get you up the pitch. You're getting Boomer and Kunyi. You can't waste them two and have.
Would you take Jackson up front
over Hoyland?
Yeah.
Over who?
Over Hoyland.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's do it.
Jackson has a link up. Jackson has a link up, man.
I told you anyone. Have you got?
You don't care, like anybody.
He's taking in your academy that's decent. I'll take him.
You don't care. He wants them all out.
There's gotta be someone.
No, he's the worst striker. I'm until someone can kind of make me remember. In this current market or current situation of world strikers, I think Hoyland is the worst one I've ever seen in my entire life.
Eddie and Nketiah gives him for his money, man.
Nketiah, that's a good shot.
Nketiah is 10 times the player Hoyland is. Stop it.
You got a brace.
That guy pissed me off. That guy pissed me off when I was watching. I can't even remember why I was watching that Palace game, but he pissed me off. I got the biggest agenda against that guy.
Bro, can you
I got hate for saying I didn't want him at Forest, and you had all these freaking happy couples.
He's wank. He's so wank.
He played for Arsenal. He would be good.
Listen, he ain't that bad. He ain't that bad.
He's there with Hoyland.
Yeah, Hoyland's bad, man. Who's Harry Redknapp brought on some fan once in pre-season to play up front, and apparently he scored a couple goals in that pre-season just for bants, and this was years ago. I'll take him.
He's like Romanian or something.
Would you take Harry Redknapp
from Bulgaria?
Fuck me, man. Did he used to play striker?
No, I'm talking now.
I guarantee his touch is still better. I guarantee his touch is still better than Hoyland. Bro, you know when a striker loses 10, he's got 10 turnovers per half. You can't. No. I'm sorry, man. Look, I gave the guy what? I think overall about 16 months. Yeah.
He's got receipts on Twitter as well, by the way, on his Hoyland. His love for Hoyland early on. Yeah, I'm just saying. I've seen him. Have
you? Yeah, I was gassed for him. I thought he was going to be something decent, but not anymore.
Would you take Callum Wilson? There's a shout.
Callum Wilson?
He's a free.
What about Troy Deeney right now? Because he seems to
over Hoyland.
Yeah, but the real question, if you get over Hoyland, Xerxes still there.
Yeah, I know.
So then
I think Xerxes is cold.
That front three is fine. But that front three is fine if that's going to happen. But he clearly wants someone that's going to run channels a little bit more, innit?
Mine will be better than yours.
Players do United need to
can't though.
Well, right now, United probably need a whole fucking new squad. That's the players that we need to sign.
No link to another goalkeeper.
No, if it's just for this summer, goalkeeper. No, we are linked with bare keepers, but it's goalkeeper, central midfield. The two obviously 10s. One of them's been sorted. One should be sorted, and a striker. No, I like I don't mind my defense. That's another conversation for later.
Tomorrow problem.
Yeah, pretty much. So. I don't really look at the defense and say I'm absolutely fucking underwhelmed by that. I like Mazraoui, I like Euro, I like Heaven, I like what's it called? No, not Luke Shaw. What's the other one called? I don't mind Maguire's being a backup at the moment.
I think
Dorgu can play there, but
boys, I think I found the right question to ask him. Would you rather Hoyland up front or Rashford?
Rashford. I said it.
Wow, that's not a comparison.
I actually think Rashford would be good in this system. You know, like Loki.
No, his number 10 got stripped. He's out of there.
Yeah, he's out of there. Anyways, I'm going to talk more about Man United on my channel. I'm going to redirect over there now. But we got, everyone's channels. You can find them. Have you got YouTube, by the way, Pete?
Yeah, I upload every day on there.
There we go then. Oh, yeah, of course. I saw.
I do that and I stream on Twitch at the same time.
So, yeah, if you're an Arsenal positive and you just like to hear more content, then you've got man like Pete right there. Go put that in YouTube. Don't be a dickhead. Don't be lazy. So yeah, we've got Forest Fan TV, which is on the blacklist, and VD, you should do something.
I think I'm gonna upload today. So
VD, what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do rather than talk shit on Twitter?
I don't know. I should be doing more, but
the 20 Gyokeres post.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, search lap. You'll score forever. You'll score forever.
Anyways, redirecting over and read up. Safe.